Divide the field into 3 play zones.
Build up.
Centre backs wide open to create space for central midfielder. Here, we can see how centre backs get wide open so Xhaka can receive the ball. If high pressure, long balls to the wings. Soccer position 8 uses free spaces that leaves the high pressure on the opposite side. Second zone of the field. How Arsenal overcome the second defensive line. Arsenal positions players behind the opposing midfielders, trying to find spaces between defenders and midfielders. Another recurrent way to bypass the second defensive line is long balls behind defensive line, so that the wingers can try to beat defenders and be able to run into a better position for crossing or shooting, looking for 1v1 situations. From Arsenal's wingers. Third zone of the field. Arteta's Arsenal finishes its offensive attacks with a lot of short passes and medium or low crosses. Defensive transition. Defensive retreat seeking to occupy empty spaces. Haaland spots an empty space between defenders. Tomiyasu anticipates this and closes the gap. Offensive transition. Fast transitions by moving the ball to open spaces. Defensive patterns. High pressure block in the opponent's field. Recovering the ball in the opposite side is important to create offensive opportunities. In Arsenal's own field, the constant pattern is Partey is positioned between defenders and midfielders, blocking if the opposition tries to locate players in between the lines. Partey in some situations alternates with Xhaka, but the pattern stays the same game by game, and Saka marks the exit of the opposing team's full back, leading to formation. Line of 5 at the back in some occasions. Saka constantly looking his shoulder, keeping an eye in right back in case he decides to move upwards or stay at the back. Arsenal's weaknesses. Diagonal runs and passes behind the defensive line. Arsenal's defense usually have a hard time trying to focus on the ball and diagonal runs from the opposition. They have a hard time on focusing on the free man or runs when the ball is in constant movement. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, it helps me to growth, and if you like to see more content like this, subscribe.